Yeah, right on. Dude, big things, man. I'm proud of you for so many reasons, dude. It's been awesome to watch and to just see it. I do these kind of like meetings near the end of phase one is what we call it. You had your 4 months, you went through most of the education, hopefully more, hopefully most of it, and
Yeah.
had some wins. So I kind of like to use this as an opportunity to touch base and I don't know, just like use this concept of zoom out and like look at like, hey, where did we start? Where did we get to? And like what happened over the course of the last 4 months? So like tell me in your own words, man, what would you say were some of the biggest things you were looking for when you started? I want you to remember back, like what was it really why you ended up joining the program in the first place?
So mobility was top tier for me.
Yeah.
After hurting my back in probation, losing 6 months, and feeling a sense of defeat, I'm like, damn, I'm just starting and I'm already getting injured. And then I'm thinking forward, I'm like, oh my God, this is gonna be for the rest of my life. And I'm like, oh, like a side of me is like, this can't be, like this has to be something else. And then the other side of me is like this is what I'm gonna live with because everybody else in the firehouse is like, oh, I got that, and yeah, you just gotta kind of live with it. And I'm like, no, there's got to be something else. But then I don't know what to go for. And for some reason, you came into my life some way somehow, and the process was just it was grueling, but definitely beneficial. By far, the best thing I've ever done. I used to wake up with pain or like going down the stairs and it was just like my back or putting up my punker pants and just the constant bending forward and all those little things that you constantly have to do were annoying to the point where I felt the discomfort, and now I'm at a point in my life where I don't feel that no more, which is
Mhm.
the best part. um yeah, just the mobility and being able to just kind of sit in a squat. Oh, the other day I was in the truck and there was major steam pushing. So I had the can and my boy had the irons and we were trying to pry this plywood that was kind of screwed onto the floor because we it was just pushing a lot of steam. So we were trying to rip it apart and it was pretty darn arm screwed on there. And there was just a big open section that was kind of let go. It was already lifted off from the floor, and we were like, all right, let's just kind of push this out. So I was able to get into like a nice deep squat and kind of deadlift the plywood off and rip it off the floor. And they were like, oh, you're back, you're back, you're back. And I had my gear and everything, but I didn't feel anything. Like, and it wasn't adrenaline because it was nothing major, but it was just steam pushing. But I felt good after, I felt good before, felt good during. I'm like, I feel all right. Like this was good. And this was just a momentary, like I truly deadlifted, but I didn't have to be like, oh, my back or anything. Like I had trust in my body that I was able to perform what I needed to do with practice out of the different movements that we did. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was awesome. It was a good like, yeah, this is good.
Yeah,
Like this.
man. And so I mean I don't want to put words in your mouth, but it sounds like you got what you were looking for. You saw the improvements, that you were looking for. And I guess this would be helpful. I'm sure you like it's like now at this point, like hey, like this is legit. This is, a program designed for firefighters, for their lifestyle, for like what we do. And but at the same time, I have to believe that just like anything else, like an online program, that you were probably skeptical or hesitant when you first started because like you had to take that first step and that first leap, right? And I'm sure that some of that
Yeah.
had to be present. I mean, like I would be concerned if there wasn't, you know? So I guess if you could go back and tell yourself something now from what you've learned along the way and all the improvements that you have made, like, what would you say to yourself or to another person that would be in the same spot, just kind of like hesitant on the fence, like unsure? What would you be your words of advice to your past self or to another person in that position?
Uh Well, especially if they've received an injury, um, and they're teetering to the point where they're like, it could get worse, and then I have to get out of the job, the one thing that I wanted to do, or even just function, just daily life. Like this is my life where I'm have to be constantly in like, being supported by or just always constantly cautioning my movements. Um, like, is this truly the way you want to live? Like, is you're okay with this being the be all of your life?
Mm,
And if so, what is it that you have to lose? Than to just try to be the better person tomorrow. Like this moment, yes, you may be cautious, you may be hesitant, but what do you have to lose? What's the you either improve your lifestyle tenfold or you stay here where you're dreading getting out of bed or just daily movements to the potential of even getting worse because you're not even fixing those issues.
mm.
And yeah, like that wasn't like I get it. Like there is hesitation, and it may be for some people the monetary, but at the end of the day, your lifestyle is what is more important. Like how you live your life, whether it's through work or just your family, I choose that over anything else.
Mm.
And that's what I was thinking about. Like my daughter was just born not that long, 9 months ago. And I have an older daughter, but I would love to challenge them by being the example of pushing forward, not being hesitant, not being too cautious. Cautious is good, but being too cautious where it limits your progression, that's bad. And I'd rather be, the example. So gotta put my money where my mouth is.
Yeah. Not making decisions out of fear is what I
Right,
hear when you say that, right? Lead from the front, man. Everybody, a little bit of fear is good. Not if it's in the driver's seat, though. You know?
right.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%, Brad. Well, all of that is I'm really grateful to hear that, and I'm really incredibly proud of you, man. And I don't want to get off without saying one thing, which is the program is what it is. And like the culture that we've developed and all that, and we can say good things about it. I'm clearly biased, but it says something else, and it says a lot more about the person who's able to follow through on it. Because you can be given all the resources in the world, you can be given all the instruction, you can be given literally it all on a silver platter, which is what I'm trying to do. But it still takes the type of person or becoming the type of person that is going to follow through and actually like commit and actually do it with action rather than just, hey, I have access to it. There's so many people that have access to things that don't make use of them. And so it
Yeah,
says a lot about the person who gets the result when they follow through. It's like it says a lot more about the person that you are now or who you've been made to become in the process of doing this program. So for that, I want to recognize you. And I want to say
thank you.
congratulations. And I want to say, like, damn, dude, I'm really proud of you. Seriously. Seriously.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you, Rob.
Cool.